This video is brought to you by thestreamingadvisor.com. Tailor your entertainment with streaming. And what we're talking about today is this. This is a new dongle from Arnu Box, same guys who bring you those Linux boxes. This is also a pure Linux dongle, and it's the first pure Linux dongle I've run across. Here's how it works. You plug the dongle itself into your HDMI port, just like the other dongles you've seen on the market, like the Roku stick or the Fire TV stick. And like I said, you have a full antenna on the side just to help you with your wireless connection. The dongle also has a full-size USB port, and it has, this is to plug in the power. I'll show you how that works in just a second. It also has a card reader for a mini card, and another little spot to plug in another USB adapter. So, that's the basic hardware that comes on the dongle itself. Also included is this, and this is very important because it has the IR reader right here and a USB port to power the item. So when you're ready to get this plugged into the TV, you just plug it in right here at the back, and you've got your receivers that you need right here. And so if you don't have this plugged in, of course, it won't work. Even if it's running on power, you won't be able to control it. If you choose to, you can plug it in with a regular plug, and it has the USB slot. It even comes with a nice little adapter so that you can plug this into the power and plug in, any linked USB cable you need to power the device. So you can have it as minimal as you want, or as wiry as you want. Finally, it comes with the full-size remote controller. This is the Arnu Box remote controller that has the shortcut buttons that will bring you to things like CloudWord or their on-screen setup. And it has all of the buttons that you're going to need for basic playback. Play, stop, pause, which is really excellent. So overall, it comes with a lot of good hardware. And in just a second, we're going to set up the device on a TV and let you see what it looks like in action. See you on the other side. Once you have this thing all ready to go, it boots up pretty fast. It brings you to the wizard. This is a familiar sight to anybody who's been working with Arnu Box for any period of time, but what they've done is they've made sure to put the same wizard on their dongle. This is an easy setup to do. It's all kind of step by step. They have the Wi-Fi manager there for you. You just go in and launch it. And we've set this up for ourselves. We're Downy. Didn't want to get into all that. Nobody wants to watch me type in a silly password. But it pulls up all of the networks that are available in your area. And you might note that some of these networks, which of course aren't mine, are pulling in, an okay signal, considering. We'll just get cancel there. And next. Another note, the IR receiver has a little sticky side on the back side of it. You want to mount that somewhere where you can easily get line of sight, which is what we've done. We've got it set up on the front of our TV. But once you get to this point, you go ahead and check for an update. It'll do that automatically. There is no update. Hit next. And if you have a backup, you can use the little SD card slot and zip that in there. We don't have a backup that we need to enter, so we're just going to skip that. You can set up your whole screen the way you need it. I'm going to skip that right now. I think I've done a video on it in the past. It's really simple. You just follow the information. And the next step is to select your skin. They include Confluence, the Arnu Box skin, which is what they call the blue skin, and Ember mod. That's a kind of a different, it's like reddish orange color. It's fun. It's basically Confluence, except it's red. So, we'll just go ahead and say we're selecting Arnu Box skin and move forward. From here, you can add videos from your library if you've got a NAS set up with your own media and things like that. That was what Kodi was invented for in the first place. You're going to have the same choice with music. See that? Scan for local music. It sets it all up for you. It'll pull in all your metadata just the way it's supposed to. And finally, you get to the CloudWord. And of course, CloudWord is the distinctive feature of Arnu Box products. That is a system that allows you to set up configurations really easily. All you have to do is go into CloudWord and type it. So you can get to that once you get to the main menu. We're going to show you where that is. We're finished. And you see, this is a quartz-based skin. Like I said, if you're familiar with it already, you know it. But what they've done is they've tried to minimize the amount of things that you've got to look for in the menus. Yet you have all the things that you need. See, there's your file manager if you want to go in and you want to, add a source or, anything like that. I know some people love their wizards. With these guys, you really don't need the wizards. All you need is CloudWords, and you can find them all over the internet now. I think we've got a decent list on our website. But this is a nice little setup. It comes with the basic repo for Kodi that you would expect to find. And what I like to do is actually set it up with the USA CloudWord, because that puts all of my favorite stuff in place right from the start. Select CloudWord and say USA. And it's as easy as saying done. So from here, that's going to just go ahead and set up tons of stuff. It's extracting. See how fast that goes? Very fast for a Wi-Fi. Very fast. And sometimes things sputter on me when I start bragging on them, but there we are. And it's complete. And I'm not going to restart. All done. And now look at the video add-ons. Ta-da! I always like the more icon-based thing-ups. There we are. And see, this was all put on in just seconds. Just seconds. So that shows you a little bit about just the capabilities of CloudWord, which is great. It's nice in a dongle. And finally, we'll just look a little bit at the system info, give you a feel for it. See, it's got decent storage. I mean, it's not tons because it's not a big hard drive or anything. Like the hardware, you see it's running the quad cores. So I think you've got a lot of potential with this little device. I'd look into it if you're looking for something easy to travel with. Arnu Box makes good products, and I think they've got good support. So be on the lookout. This is going to be launching soon. We were lucky enough to get a little early version of this. But take a look when it comes out, and maybe you find a new favorite toy. Hope that was helpful and interesting. I'm Ryan Downey, the Streaming Advisor. Be sure to like us on YouTube and check us out at thestreamingadvisor.com. Stream on, my friends.